Introduction. The significance of Egypt in world history. 1. Egypt's geographical location at the crossroads of Africa and the Middle East. 2. The importance of Egypt's ancient civilization as one of the oldest in the world. 3. An overview of Egypt's role through the ages, from ancient times to the modern era. 4. Why understanding Egypt's history is crucial for understanding human civilization. Chapter 1. Ancient Egypt, circa 3100 BCE to 332 BCE. 1.1 Early Dynastic Period. 1. The unification of Upper and Lower Egypt under King Narmer, circa 3100 BCE. 2. The foundation of the First Dynasty and the establishment of Egyptian culture. 3. The development of hieroglyphic writing and the importance of the Nile River. 1.2 The Old Kingdom, circa 2686 BCE to 2181 BCE. 1. The creation of the pyramids of Giza and the construction of monumental architecture. 2. The role of pharaohs in maintaining cosmic order, Mayat. 3. The decline of the Old Kingdom due to political fragmentation and economic issues. 1.3 The Middle Kingdom, circa 2055 BCE to 1650 BCE. 1. The reunification of Egypt under Mentuhotep II. 2. Advances in art, literature, and governance during the Middle Kingdom. 3. The expansion of Egypt's borders and military campaigns. 1.4 The New Kingdom, circa 1550 BCE to 1070 BCE. 1. The rise of powerful pharaohs like Hatshepsut, Thutmose III, Akhenaten, and Ramses II. 2. The building of vast temples and monuments, including the Great Temple of Karnak and Abu Simbel. 3. The reign of Akhenaten and the short-lived religious revolution. 4. The military prowess of Ramses II, including the Battle of Kadesh. 1.5 The decline of the New Kingdom. 1. The invasion of the Sea Peoples and the weakening of Egypt's power. 2. The end of the New Kingdom and the fragmentation of Egypt into smaller kingdoms. Chapter 2. The Egyptian influence in the Mediterranean, circa 332 BCE to 30 BCE. 2.1 The Ptolemaic period, 332 BCE to 30 BCE. 1. The conquest of Egypt by Alexander the Great in 332 BCE. 2. The establishment of the Ptolemaic dynasty, with Ptolemy I as its first ruler. 3. The famous reign of Cleopatra VII, her relationships with Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. 4. Egypt's political instability and its eventual absorption into the Roman Empire after Cleopatra's death in 30 BCE. Chapter 3. Egypt under Roman and Byzantine rule, 30 BCE to 641 CE. 3.1 Egypt as a Roman province. 1. Egypt's role as the breadbasket of the Roman Empire. 2. The Roman administration and the integration of Egyptian traditions into Roman rule. 3. The rise of early Christianity in Egypt and the establishment of the Coptic Orthodox Church. 3.2 The Byzantine era. 1. The transition of Egypt from Roman to Byzantine control. 2. The conflict between paganism, Christianity, and Islam in Egypt. 3. Egypt's significance in the early Christian Church, with Alexandria as a major theological center. Chapter 4. The Islamic period, 641 CE to 1250 CE. 4.1 The Arab conquest of Egypt. 1. The Islamic conquest of Egypt in 641 CE by Amr ibn al-As under the Caliphate of Umar. 2. The transition from Byzantine rule to Islamic rule and the Arabization of Egyptian culture. 3. The founding of Cairo and the rise of Egypt as a major center of Islamic scholarship. 4.2 The Fatimids and the rise of Cairo. 1. The Fatimid dynasty's establishment of Cairo as the capital of their empire. 2. The flourishing of science, philosophy, and architecture under the Fatimids. 3. The construction of Al-Azhar University, one of the oldest universities in the world. 4.3 The Ayyubids and the Crusades. 1. The rise of the Ayyubid dynasty under Salah al-Din, Saladin, and his campaigns against the Crusaders. 2. The capture of Jerusalem by Saladin and Egypt's role in the Crusades. 3. The establishment of the Mamluk Sultanate following the fall of the Ayyubids. Chapter 5. The Mamluks and the Ottoman Era, 1250 CE to 1805 CE. 5.1 The Mamluks. 1. The Mamluk military system and their dominance over Egypt for several centuries. 2. The development of Mamluk culture, architecture, and trade. 3. The Mamluk Sultanate's role in fighting off the Mongols and maintaining Egypt's regional power. 5.2 The Ottoman conquest of Egypt. 1. The Ottoman Empire's invasion and incorporation of Egypt in 1517. 2. Egypt under Ottoman rule and its role as a province in the vast Ottoman Empire. 3. The decline of Ottoman influence in Egypt and the growing autonomy of local rulers. Chapter 6. Modern Egypt, 1805 CE. Present. 6.1 The rise of Muhammad Ali. 1. The arrival of Muhammad Ali Pasha in Egypt in 1805 and his establishment of the modern Egyptian state. 2. Reforms in the military, economy, and education. 3. The expansion of Egyptian territory and the creation of a modern army. 6.2 Egypt under British occupation. 1. The British occupation of Egypt in 1882 and the establishment of a protectorate. 2. The development of Egypt's infrastructure and economy under British rule. 3. The growing nationalist movements and the struggle for independence. 6.3 The Egyptian Revolution of 1952. 1. The overthrow of the monarchy by the Free Officers Movement led by Gamal Abdel Nasser. 2. The nationalization of industry and land reforms. 3. Nasser's role in shaping modern Egypt, including his pan-Arab vision and the construction of the Aswan High Dam. 6.4 The Nasser, Sadat, and Mubarak eras. 1. Nasser's policies of socialism and non-alignment during the Cold War. 2. Anwar Sadat's peace treaty with Israel, Camp David Accords, and the 1973 October War. 3. Hosni Mubarak's long rule, political repression, and economic challenges. 6.5 The Egyptian Revolution of 2011 and aftermath. 1. The events leading up to the 2011 revolution that ousted Mubarak. 2. The transition to a new political order with Mohamed Morsi's presidency and the rise of the military under Abdel Fattah el-Sisi. 3. Current challenges facing Egypt, including economic issues, political stability, and regional influence. Conclusion. Egypt's legacy and future. 1. A reflection on Egypt's cultural, religious, and political influence across the centuries. 2. The continued significance of the Nile River in Egypt's development. 3. Future prospects for Egypt in a rapidly changing Middle East.